Hey YouTube, Xanarchist of Darkness, also known as Kill Color Struck. So I haven't done any videos on wrestling lately, or that often, for that matter. You know, I like to do videos on sharing my expertise or my knowledge on wrestling, or just my opinion for that matter. So apparently, Batista is leaving after being brought back, after having fans like beg this guy to come back. Believe me, I was on his Facebook and all of that stuff. I saw people begging Batista to come back. Oh my God, we want you to come back, but no, he gets booed. He gets booed out of the building because of the whole Daniel Bryan backlash crap. And now Batista apparently refused to lose to Daniel Bryan, which I honestly agree with. You don't have Batista tap out to Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania and then have him lose to him 2 pay-per-views later. That's kind of a burial of Batista. He's from Washington, D.C., so I'm very protective of Batista because the other Washington, D.C. guy, A. Riley, isn't doing the goddamn thing. He's not even jobbing. Apparently, he's just doing like commentary. So yeah, you guys know. So apparently, Batista's leaving for his to do promo for his movie, which also would be bad for Batista to just be getting his ass kicked by Daniel Bryan at was it Payback? Yeah, Payback. It'd be really dumb for him to be getting his ass kicked at Payback. That would make his movie not get as many sales or whatever. Believe it or not, it would affect the sales. So I think that's a smart move for him in his pockets. But apparently now Evolution is getting a new member, and it's rumored to be Sheamus. Now, I've always liked, when Sheamus won his first title, it was not because he was heel. I couldn't stand Sheamus because he just came in and won the title. And as time went on, as much as I hated Sheamus, people used to I learned that Sheamus apparently has deep ties with Triple H, which is why he ended up being the champion, which is fucking ridiculous to me. But as time went on, as he became a face and his personality started shining, I was like, you know what? I fuck with Sheamus. I thought it was cool or whatever. But right now, was he a champion? He been champion twice, WWE champion twice, world heavyweight once, I think. So he's a 3-time champion. I'm not really excited about him joining Evolution because I don't know. I feel like the original Evolution was past, present, and future. Past, Ric Flair. Present, Triple H. Future, Randy Orton and Batista. Now that Ric Flair isn't, a part of Evolution right now, so the past right now would be, the past would be Triple H. The present would be Batista and Randy Orton. And the future would be a new guy. Honestly, I believe, to be honest, I'd rather it be somebody who hasn't gotten a shot. Like Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre hasn't really, once he got injured and then he came back and then he was 3-B with all that crap, them running around, jobbing basically, he hasn't really gotten a chance. So I would really like Drew McIntyre. That would be dope. I would say Bad News Barrett. Only I don't really like Bad News Barrett. I feel like that gimmick is going to get old real fast, and it's already gotten old for me. They can do so much more with it, basically, and I guess maybe they're keeping it, but I feel like it's going to dry out with the rate that it's being used right now. It's just going to dry out. Eventually, it's going to be like, eh. So, you guys know me. I'm a black wrestler enthusiast, and plus, black wrestlers don't get placed into important stables. So I would think this would be a nice time to make a move on a wrestler who happens to be African American or African or black or Caribbean or whatever you might want to place it, just their skin is dark, I think it would be a nice actually to like bring in a black wrestler to be the future part of Evolution. Especially with Shield being so over right now. There aren't really any black wrestlers right now other than Big E Langston, who they're doing nothing with. People say swearing Big E is, oh my god, Big E's so boring. Wade Barrett, injured, has had more time on the WWE Network, on any of their media outlets to work on his character than Big E has had on the main roster. In NXT he was great, but once he move up to the main roster, it was like, okay, we're not going to allow you to talk, you're not going to say anything, you're just going to wrestle, and you're going to prove yourself while you wrestle. Okay, he proved himself while he was wrestling, and then what happens? Okay, the fans don't fucking care about him because of the whole backlash with Daniel Bryan and everybody just loving like the heels and not the face, other than Daniel Bryan, and he falls into that and falls because storyline progression doesn't matter to the titles anymore, at least to the U.S. and the Intercontinental. So he hasn't had a chance to work on himself. So I guess he's not going to get a chance to be a part of Evolution. Titus isn't really doing anything either. He's jobbing. I'm pretty sure a few weeks he's going to be jobbing to Rusev. He's going to be Rusev's little bitch, just like R-Truth and Xavier Woods was, and Kofi Kingston is currently being his bitch. Because, yeah, if you haven't noticed, Rusev is beating up all the black wrestlers. It's kind of like Rocky, was it 3? When the Russian... No, that's Rocky 4. Rocky 4 when the Russian killed Apollo Creed. So I'm guessing that's the angle they're taking or whatever. Only he's Bulgarian and Lana is Russian. And speaking of Lana, that girl knows people love her. The little struts she's doing now, she knows. She knows she can get it. She can get it. Who else is on? Kofi's not doing anything. Kofi wouldn't be a part of Evolution. That just wouldn't fit. That personality wouldn't fit. I think if of all, Big E Langston would have Big E Langston and Titus, but they would have to actually use these guys, but they're not. They're refusing to. Both guys can actually speak. Titus botches way too much. Way too much. So I wouldn't say Titus because he would mess up too many times and he wouldn't ever get his chance. But being a part of Evolution only means you're going to be a champion eventually someday. So I'm guessing there's not going to be any black guys. So I'm guessing, yeah, it's going to be Sheamus or Wade Barrett. Who else? Black wrestlers. That's it. That's really it. What's his name is hurt. D Young is hurt right now. JTG, believe it or not, he's still on the roster, but he's just sitting at home collecting the check. That or he's training people, because at one point he was the man. Well, I don't know. I think that's it. I don't know. I just wanted to make a video about that. Alright. Deuces. Hopefully Evolution gets a better member than meh.